Hello everyone, INFPGamer here. We're back at the Old Man. The tree and fruit, by the way, completely refills all health and magic. One use only, so good for the final bosses. So let's talk to Mr. Old Man, our Pascal friend. What is it, Theo? Your face shows that you couldn't find the Sword of Hope. Don't worry, show me the 3 eggs you found during your travels. He mutters long magic words with shut eyes. Just then the 3 eggs open and a tricolor aura emerges. White is wisdom, blue is courage, and red is power. Oh, I'm sorry, I mean love. Cough. They mingle to become violet and are absorbed by Theo's sword. You get the wish and wear it. Prince Theo, aren't you surprised? Yeah. You now hold the Sword of Hope named the Wish. You weren't told about it. It needs the polish of wisdom, courage, and power. Triforce sword. No, love. I apologize for not telling you before, but I could not tell you until you had the sword in hand. Prince Theo, you have done well. Don't relax yet, the real battle is ahead of you. The game's not over. The entrance is hidden below the millstone. I knew there's something special about it. You can go into the darkness. Defeat the Darkness Master, regain our peace. King Hennessy is in the castle deep below this forest. His entrance is hidden beneath the millstone. The Sword of Hope can cut the darkness, and it restores light to this country. So much for the adage sword Camus just gave us. 2 seconds later he changes again. We didn't even use it except for like one battle. The millstone has long since sealed the entrance to the castle. With a great rumbling it moves. A hole is uncovered in the floor. And that down below is where we will be heading for the rest of the game. But first we have one more thing to do. We've got one more tip we can get, which will prove useful. Well, sort of. I mean, it's obvious, but whatever. Your father is being kept in an underground castle. Yeah, we know that already. Look closely at the garden's roses. They can help you. The travel will be hard, but never give up. That is actually a very good tip. It might not seem obvious at first, but that'll come later. For now, let's head down below. First, let's check out our power. Best armor and sword in the game, 122 dexterity, stamina 158, agility 72. Yeah, I went and grinded up to level 31, the maximum level just now. Of course, if you're playing on a real Game Boy and you don't have the emulator's speed-up function, it'll take a lot longer. I grinded outside on the easy enemies right outside this area. It's recommended that you be at mid-level, at the mid-20s level at least, before you take on the final boss of the game. Of course, the more levels, the better. So the boss will be a bit easier for me than it would be for somebody, say, at level 25, which is the recommended level in GameFAQs anyway. So make sure you're at level 24, 25 at least. At level 21 we get the MP spell that you can steal from enemies, and then we get Explosion 2, the most powerful spell. You hear rumblings, there's some way for you to hear it clearly. Ah, you have what will make a non-talker talk. At level 23 we get Explosion 2, which is really strong. And what do we have that makes a non-talker talk? The ring, of course. The main enemy that's the most annoying. The front door begins speaking. You're sure not to regret. The left door speaks. Boys, this is the shortcut. Come now. The right door whispers, Hey cutie, my way's to heaven. Okay, perverted door. It will be noisy to have such a door in a house. Indeed. Yeah, the most annoying enemy down here is the druid. If you can run from them, run, or use Explosion 2. There's a tall rock with rounded edges. I wonder what's behind it. Can you break it? Let's try. Whoosh! You blow on your hand and hit the rock. You've done it. The hidden path appears before you. A hidden treasure chest. Covered in green moss. Oh, it's empty. But there's words on the back of the lid as usual. No one can open the closed gate. No key, huh? Plant ivy seeds to enter. Closed gate needs ivy seeds. Okay. If you say so. We'll check it out when we come to it. And they say the same thing. This time, we want to head to the right. Now that guy's pretty easy, he's not too hard usually. It is inside a dark, lifeless cave. This place is a bit mazy and has warps like before. I'm just taking the correct path. If you're confused, check game facts. We get the Y fruit. You can actually use it to attack enemies. Don't use it on yourself though, or you'll lose MP. It's not a good item to use. It's getting foggy around here. Oh, it's this guy again. Unfortunately, he doesn't have anything cool like the gold armor like before. Just wheat, barley, and herb, but we have all those already. 7 of each is the max you can carry, so nothing really important for him. Let's get out of here. And this time we're gonna go north. Let's fight this guy. We do a critical hit, 118, wow. Oh yeah, one of the things about the Sword of Hope, the Wish Sword, is it attacks all enemies on screen, even multiple ones. Water drips down from the cave. Drip, drip, drip. So that's one thing that's nice about the Sword of Hope. Once you get it, it makes grinding for experience a bit easier. So that's kind of nice. Forgot to mention that fact. And again, we're going to take the correct path. 2 ivy seeds. Ivy vines, I'm sorry. We need to open those vines to get seeds from them, as we were told a little bit ago. You see a pot and pick it up. Ping! Beans pop out. You decide to keep the beans, for you may need them. Indeed we shall. You get ivy seed. Ivy looks strong. Would you like to climb up? Yes, I would. Let's go. Boy, what a fog. Why is it so foggy here? First we had the clip in Fazanadu with a lot of fog in the mist area, now we have fog in this game too. Foggy path. You want to go left here, then north. The fog is so thick you can't see the corners. Without a light. We do have a light. The fairy lamp the fairy in the spring gave us. Please help. Rub the sprite's lamp hard. Otherwise you can't continue. Oh, it's the sprite. You seem to be troubled. I'll make you a shortcut. I'm so happy. I'll soon become a real human because she helped us, as we mentioned earlier. There's a door at the end of the path, but don't touch it. Good luck to you. After saying so, the sprite happily vanishes and turns human, I guess. Because she get a good deed for the human. Which is me. You start down the secret path. Here's the connection point. You don't know whether it's a detour or a shortcut. It's the shortcut the sprite made. Thanks, Mrs. Sprite. For now, the wall doesn't seem to fall apart. That's always good to know. It's a large wooden door. Look! The door looks rather different. Why? Doesn't look different to me. Pull or push? Let's try pushing it. A treasure chest. Covered in green moss. The one who rudely disturbs my rest will feel my wrath. Grimrock suddenly appears from out of the chest. It's an orc dude with a club. Let's try the new Explosion 2 spell. 68 damage, not too shabby. No, he used the rest max though. 38 damage. Darn it, not rest max again. You're wasting my MP, you bastard. Aha, you're out of MP. Die! You took 10 gold, what do I care? I don't need gold anymore. It's better than attacking me. You can take all the gold you want for all I give a hoot. And we get our gold back. Yay! That we don't need. And we have a hag. That's got some sharp teeth there. Hag defeated. Now we don't want to fight you anymore. Under room. You open Eldor. You've been warped. Lots of warps, just like in the other areas. Oh, this guy, Druid. It's one of the hardest enemies in the game. Regular enemies. But Explosion 2 works pretty well. Pillage HP. Yeah, the one we got at level 21 was the Pillage MP, I believe. And Explosion 2 at level 23, and that's the last spell you're getting. From gaining levels, anyway. There's one more spell we'll get later. Forget you. So let's head north here. And which way should I go now? Boom. We're gonna go back to the ivy vines, and this time we'll take the other vine. We'll do that in the next clip. See ya!